Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Florida State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him, mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press him and play press man, but
we're going to throw it over the top of the D. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Florida State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Blue Devils offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Going right to work up top. Fakes to grab. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick screen to the speedster and wide. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Seminoles. A great catch and run for 6. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He'll pull it down. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Seminoles are on the move. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Connection to the right. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, no! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
They are absolutely absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. Running through contact. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. First play of the period, first down here. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. It's 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going. Ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks. But finally now, you see they're generating this.
He's going to let it go. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get... football, but to flip the field position with the return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. DB's right up on the receivers. Looking downfield on first down. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking down the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. To the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The screen, he can go. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The screen, and watch out. Hits the afterburners. Past the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I just throw it again.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball, When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping on the sides all the time.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it.
Give him 6. Touchdown Seminoles.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a second and long. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the... units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point in the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it! Running free! Touchdown, Noles! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a crease to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Get it out on the screen. Got room at the 35. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Off play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Might be changing the route. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 4th down, going to the air. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6 as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. flush it, I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home.
Touchdown, Florida State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finds his man. It's Moore. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Blue Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Walker. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Tyler. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. He's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Using his feet. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. after putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Okay. Florida State offense returns to the field. Makes the quick grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run.
Turning it on! Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one.
Yeah, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the read plays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown Seminoles! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They'll line up to go for 2.
This offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Buys a little extra time. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the grab. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's going to run it. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Final play of the quarter coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end. quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Going over the top. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, no! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like... bit more sense of urgency on this drive. It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The screen, he's got wheels. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to fire on second down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Foul.
Will, wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy. They called PI on the offense this time. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Going for it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took him right under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Just let him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The running back has it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for... There he goes. And a nice pickup on the run. It gets down to avoid contact. The Noles want to crank the tempo. He's going to take off. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll start this drive going to the air. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught over the middle. It's Pringle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Wide out time to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It'll be 3rd and long. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit.